a blind piano player, wrestler, long-distance runner, and a creative spirit whose talents have taken her to the stage and into galleries and exhibitions across the U.S., are here to tell their story of their unique and incredible journey together. Welcome to the Nancy and Mike Show. Nancy and Mike will engage you with some of the most unimaginable and heartwarming stories of their extraordinary life. So please welcome your hosts, Nancy and Mike.
On the air, you're in the broadcast. Okay, guess we can go. Go ahead.
Hello?
Guess start the show. It says you're on the air broadcast. Okay. Hi, this is the Mike and Nancy and Mike show. We're coming to you live on YouTube from Florida. God inspired.
Hi, my name is Mike Zorick. I didn't hear any sound, so I don't know where we are.
Can't hear sound. So anyway, I'm Nancy.
Hopefully we're here, and we are coming to you live on YouTube from Florida, God inspired. Now, I'm going to talk a lot of sports today.
Good. And I even took some notes for you.
And one of us is the National Football League predictions, which football starts next week. But one thing I want to comment on last week. We were cut off deliberately.
Well, we don't know that.
By some Nazi group. I didn't know if it was Microsoft or who it was. I'm not going to try to name who it was because I really don't know. We ended up 21 minutes short.
But we did buy a new computer, so I hope this works out all right. We're not used to this.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't hear anything.
No sound. So
there's no sound, so I don't think we're coming through. But anyway, the word of wisdom for today. The Nazis out there, watch your step. Because I got other sources I could go to. And if you don't like what I'm saying, then my advice to you, stew in your juices, and you will burn an eternal hell.
A lot of things are changing, but it says that we're on. It's just he doesn't know why we can't hear him. So anyway, we'll keep going.
So anyway,
right? Cool.
That's where we're going with this. Now, one thing I was going to talk about today, what was last week's show? Last week's show was about accountability and whatever you have to account for. And the book of Matthews, it says, by your fruit, by your fruits you shall know them. So if you have good fruits, you will have good accountability. If you have bad fruits, you will have bad accountability. Now, here's where I'm going with this, and I'm not going to spend much time on it.
Okay.
I don't like to do these kind of shows. Personally, I don't like to do them. And the reason I don't like to do them is because they're too divisive. And so one of the things regarding this issue that I have to bring up, why do I do this anyway? Well, I'm going to answer that question. Okay. And then I'll talk briefly about an incident to back up my point. And then we will go to the football predictions. Good. I got them all memorized.
And I got a backup paper.
And Nancy wrote everything down.
Just in case.
I didn't need her to write them down, but I'm glad she did because I never know if I'm going to mess up. But the case is, I say things that no one has the guts to say. They're all true, all right? I never make up stuff. Everything I say is 100% true. And I say stuff that nobody has the guts to say. And why do I say it? I say it because it's true. And I'm going to give you an example right now that happened in Minnesota. That guy was a Nazi fag. Everybody knows it, okay?
He had some mental problems.
He had mental problems and he's a Nazi fag. Now, here's the deal with this.
What?
He said
Uh-huh.
that when he went into the church to shoot some of,
Well, he didn't go in. He shot in through the
he
window.
shot through the window. Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, he shot through the window, and his deal was he wanted to prove that his God, whoever it may be, is stronger than our God. So if he succeeds in killing somebody, then that proves in his mind that his God is stronger than our God.
People just have things backwards.
Happens to be right, by the way.
I don't think so.
Now, here's the example.
Mm-hmm.
If our God was stronger, he would have prevented this. Maybe the Nazi fag would have died
Mm-hmm.
before he got the opportunity to do this. That's how it would end up in the Old Testament.
Well,
And
in the Old Testament, a lot of good guys got killed. You know
a
that.
lot of, yeah. And, but anyway, our God is lacking. And
But I think something big's going to happen. He's just pulling back a
we're,
little bit. That's how I see it.
we're
But we're
seeing
two different people.
the evidence that our God is lacking. And one of the points I made last week, and you see the evidence of that also, that if we don't kill the Nazis, they will kill us. And we got proof of this last week. I don't think Trump has the guts.
Well, gosh, I
A-
do.
And
Anyway,
anyway,
we're two different people.
while we're on this deal, which I'm
Yes.
ready to end it,
Good.
uh, next week I'm going to talk about a few very minor mistakes that Trump made
Okay, that's good.
and why they're minor.
Yep. Okay.
And so you Nazis could rejoice for next week. But anyway,
You're funny. Okay, I'm ready.
going on to the National Football League.
Yeah, I got the paper right here.
And Nancy thinks I'm going to need her help, and
I'll be here for you.
I hope that I can do this all by myself. Now, what I'm going to do,
Yes.
I'm going to give you the teams where they're going to finish, and then after I do that, I will give you the pairings, the brackets, who's going to beat who, and where they're going to be, and what's going to be the Super Bowl champions. I laid everything out yesterday.
He's very organized.
I'm very organized. If you don't know it, you're going to find out.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're starting with the AFC. There's 4 divisions in the AFC. There's 4 divisions in the NFC. So as I do the AFC, I'm going all the way through to who's going to play in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And then I will go back and do the NFC. Here we go. AFC East. Number 1, Miami. Number 2, New England. Number 3, Buffalo. Number 4, the Jets. Now I'm hoping maybe my picking New England over Buffalo, maybe I might be picking this with my heart, but we will find out.
Yeah, he likes New England.
Now we're going to the North.
Yep.
Number 1, Baltimore. Number 2, Pittsburgh. Number 3, Cincinnati. Number 4, Cleveland.
Yep.
Now we're going to the AFC South. Number 1, Houston. Number 2, Indianapolis. Number 3, Tennessee. Number 4, Jacksonville. Now, the final division in the AFC is the West.
Okay.
Number 1, Kansas City. Number 2, Denver. Number 3, LA Chargers. Number 4, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
So there you have
That's what I got.
the 16 teams in the AFC, which 7 will make the playoffs. So, the bye in the since we only have 7 teams, one team gets a bye, and there are 3 games in the first round. Number 1 is the Kansas City Chiefs. They will get a first round bye. Now we go to number 4, which is the Houston against
Well, I got Kansas City. It's by the number 5 Denver,
Denver.
over 4 Houston.
So Denver, number 5, and Denver wins at Houston. Now, the top seeds are the home teams.
I get it.
The 3-6 game will be Baltimore over New England.
Aw.
Now, New England has been Baltimore's doormats for I don't know how many years.
But didn't New England get somebody good?
Oh, yes, they did.
Okay, good.
I hope I'm wrong about this,
Yeah,
but this
no,
is
you're
what I
good.
see.
All right.
The 2-7 matchup is Miami hosting
So over
Pittsburgh.
7 Pittsburgh.
All right, so Miami. Now, the next round is the quarterfinal round.
Yep.
In that round, we have Kansas City beating Denver,
Mhm.
and we have Miami over Baltimore.
Yep.
Now, in the semifinals, which is the AFC Championship game, we have Kansas City over Miami. So
Yep.
there you have one side of the bracket, and you could mark it down. We know now that the Kansas City Chiefs will be in the Super Bowl again. Now, I hate to give you that kind of news because there's a lot of people out there who are getting tired of the Kansas City Chiefs.
And this is Mike's opinion, so don't bet tons of money just because he said so. Be wise, right?
Yeah, be wise and bet on everything I say.
Okay. Now, come on. Be
No, I
nice.
don't know. This is not easy to do
I know.
because there's a lot of parity in the NFL.
Uh-huh.
And another thing that when we make these predictions, we don't know who's going to be the healthiest.
Yeah.
And injuries
Injury is a big thing in
could
football.
change some of this. Okay, now we got the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Now we're going to go over to the NFC.
All right.
We're starting from the East. Number 1, Philadelphia. 2, Washington. 3, New York Giants. 4, Dallas.
Yep. That's what I got.
That's what we all got. Now, the next division is the NFC North. We got the Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers, the Chicago Bears, and the Minnesota Vikings.
Right.
That's half of the NFC. Now we're going to the South. I'm doing everything the same as I did in the AFC,
Yep.
so that it'll be easier to follow me. Number 1 is
Okay.
Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay, Carolina, and New Orleans. We have a neighbor who loves Carolina. So he's going to be happy that I didn't pick him for last place, unless he wants the number 1 draft pick, which may be the case.
Okay.
Now we're going to the NFC West.
Yep, West.
We got the LA Rams. We got the San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
There's what
Well,
you got.
in 1 minute, maybe we should come back for the playoff pairings. But
So
maybe
anyway,
take a break.
I could rest here and wait till we get the clue, and then I won't be interrupted in the pairings for our commercial. But anyway, this is still.
And we're going to break. We'll be right back. Nancy and Mike show.
Mike Zorick, a three-time California state champion in Greco-Roman wrestling at 114 pounds. Mike, blind since birth, was born in Hartford, Connecticut. He was a six-time national placer, including 2 seconds, 2/3, and 2/4. He also won the Veterans Folk-Style Wrestling twice at 152 pounds. In all these tournaments, he was the only blind competitor. Nancy Zorick, a creative spirit whose talents have taken her to the stage and into galleries and exhibitions in several states. Her father, a commercial artist who shared his instruments with his daughter and helped her fine-tune her natural abilities, influenced her decision to follow in his footsteps. Ms. Zorick has enjoyed a fruitful career doing what she loves. Listen Saturday mornings at 12 Eastern for the Nancy and Mike Show for heartwarming stories and interesting talk.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent, but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of the Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on the Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Okay, we're on. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Mike Zorick.
And this is Nancy Noble.
We are coming to you live. This is a Nancy and Mike show. We are coming to you live from YouTube.
Thanks.
I don't think I said the date. Today is August 30th, and this is show number 6. I did not give that information before the show.
Yeah, we're struggling with this new computer, but we're getting through.
Yeah, I'm
one way or another.
I'm having issues with this. I'm not happy
Okay.
with this.
Now here's the playoff pairing.
But anyway, here is the playoff pairings for the NFC. Number 1, the LA Rams. They will get the first round bye. Now, in the first game, the Rams will get the winner of this game. It's the 4-5 matchup. It's the Atlanta Falcons, number 4, versus the Washington. I'm calling them the Redskins because in my mind they're still the Redskins. And the Washington Redskins will advance to play the Rams.
Over the number 1 Atlanta?
No, over number 4 Atlanta.
Oh, I got the numbers wrong. Okay.
Okay. So Atlanta's out. Now, the 3-6 matchup is the Philadelphia Eagles against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
I got Philly winning that game.
Yep, I got that down.
Now, the last game of this particular pre-preliminary round is a divisional game. It's the number 2, the Detroit Lions, over the Green Bay Packers, who is the number 7 seed, according to my bracket.
Right.
Now we are going to the quarterfinals. And the first game will be the Rams over the Washington Redskins.
Okay.
So that puts the Rams in the semifinals.
And then
The next game is the Detroit Lions. I think it's going to be a killer of a game over the Philadelphia Eagles. Not a good week for me.
No, because you like Philadelphia.
Because I do like Philadelphia.
I know it.
Now,
then
here we are. We got to the semifinals.
Ooh.
And we got the LA Rams over the Detroit Lions. So now we got our two teams that are going to be in the Super Bowl. And we've got number one, the LA Rams, versus number one, the Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry, all you Kansas City haters out there. I have a friend, and he is so tired of Kansas City making the Super Bowl every year. I don't know if I would even have the guts to show him these
better not.
predictions.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, unfortunately, his team's not going anywhere. He likes Carolina.
All right.
But my teams will do better than his, but none of them will be around to see the Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl champions of 25 and 26 will be the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
And it won't be close. The Rams are
they're just too good.
They're so far better than everybody else. The Rams could have been there last year. I think we just barely, Philadelphia just barely beat them. And unbelievably bad weather.
Oh, yeah.
And we survived by the skin of our nose, and we beat Kansas City. And I was on cloud 17. But anyway,
Yep.
I won't get to see that this year. And so there you have the football predictions. Now, a couple of things. I'm going to stick to sports.
All right. I don't have too much today, so.
Oh, why don't you go now?
Okay. All right. This is let's see what book I have all these books we read. Oh, 60 Day of Prayers. Okay. This is for Acts 2:17. And something big is happening next month. We're not sure what, but be prepared. Okay. In the last days, God says, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your young men will see visions, and your old men will dream dreams. Acts 2:17. So God's promise to pour out his Holy Spirit and reveals his desire to renew and empower his people. And this verse reminds you that his presence transcends acts and statutes and backroads, supplies everyone with God's wisdom and guidance. Trust Holy Spirit in strengthening you as you walk in faith, knowing that God fulfills his promises in extraordinary ways. Yeah, he has some surprises coming. So keep clean, watch out for resentment, and look to God. Things are coming around. Okay, that's it for me. I had some hard time getting a new computer. I had to go to a few experts and try to get them to help me to know how even to turn on this new thing. So I just it's a nice computer, and the other one was just shutting down, and that's why our show last week ended too early. So
I don't think so, but anyway.
we're doing our best to get through. And okay, Mike, you can go back to sports.
I think the Nazis got us last week.
Well, Mike, he's very outspoken, and a lot of people aren't too happy with him. So,
And I'm very outspoken, and I never lie. I always tell the truth.
yep.
And whatever's happening, uh, I'm not worried what anybody thinks. I just say what is happening. And that's why I do this stuff, even though I don't particularly like going into politics, because
So when I was a young girl, we used to blindfold each other and walk around the neighborhood, and that's how Mike knew how I like to go ahead of him, have him hang on to my arm, because when I was blindfolded, I wanted the person without the blindfold to go ahead of me. But my friend said, "Well, I was so outgoing and speaking to strangers when without the blindfold, I was kind of shy and reserved." But I think when you don't see people's reactions, you don't care what they're going to think of you, it gives you more courage. That's my opinion.
and we need that.
Yeah, we
We
need
need that to
courage.
speak the truth.
Yeah.
And this is why the Nazis are going to kick the hell out of us because
No.
uh, because the good guys don't have the guts.
Well,
And
let's pray for
anyway,
guts
yeah, we got to pray for guts. We got to see some action, and
and put God first.
we got to see uh, the good guys going against the Nazis instead of the other way around. And
Stand
I don't
firm.
see it happening.
Well,
But anyway, back to the sports world. My Philadelphia Phillies, and one thing I have said for years and years and years and years. Now, a couple weeks ago, I said that the San Diego Padres will always and forever be the doormats of the Dodgers. Okay? We know that's true. The Dodgers won 9 out of the 13 games. And so we know that's true. Now, if you're a San Diego fan, you could uh, live in denial and say, well, no, this is not true. And 50 years later, the Padres will still be the Dodger
you got to
doormats.
give him some
And,
hope.
and I can't. There is no hope.
No, I know.
I'm giving you another case where there is zero hope.
But take,
My Phillies
yeah.
and the Mets
Oh,
for the next, as long as baseball goes on,
who's over Phillies? The Mets
the
are.
Mets,
Oh,
for till the end of time, the Phillies will forever be the doormats of the Mets.
the Phillies got really good the other day. Had 12.
Yeah, they weren't playing the Mets either. They were playing Atlanta. We're 2-7 against the Mets, and we got a 4-game series in Philadelphia. We won 2 out of 3 in Philly the last time we played them, and the last time uh, Philly lost the last 10 games in New York, and they were all blowouts, and they knocked us out of the playoffs last year. So if you're a Philly fan, which I am, and I did pick the Mets to win the division because of that very fact
Ah,
that the Phillies will forever be the Mets
but you
doormats.
talked about mysterious matchups. Maybe that's it. I don't
I don't think these are mysterious matchups because
know.
it's too long and it doesn't matter who the players are. It's
Oh,
still the same thing.
okay.
Now, if it had been two teams where the players would dictate a mismatch where the better team doesn't win. But this history has been going on too long with the Padres and the Dodgers and the Phillies and the Mets. And next week I'm going to be getting involved in this football contest.
30 seconds, so better go for a break. This is the Nancy and Mike show. Be right back.
Off Author, radio show host, and coach John M. Hawkins reveals strategies to help gain perspective, build confidence, find clarity, achieve goals. John M. Hawkins' new book, Coached to Greatness: Unlock Your Full Potential with Limitless Growth, published by iUniverse. Hawkins reveals strategies to help readers accomplish more. He believes the book can coach them to greatness. Hawkins says that the best athletes get to the top of their sport with the help of coaches, mentors, and others. He shares guidance that helps readers reflect on what motivates them, rediscover and assess their core values, philosophies, and competencies, find settings that allow them to be the most productive, and track their progress towards accomplishing goals. What if there were a super tiny device that could diagnose the brain and is smaller than a single human hair? What if you could see inside the brain to help an epilepsy patient during surgery or to help the fight against Parkinson's disease? Dr. Patricia Broderick is proud to announce the Broderick Probe, a biomedical and electronic breakthrough. Imagine a probe to help with the understanding and potential cure of brain-related diseases. To learn more, listen live to the Easy Sense radio show with host Dr. Broderick. And to help support the Broderick Foundation, please go to EasySense.com and learn how, with your help, we can fight these horrific brain disorders. That's EasySense.com to learn more and help support the Broderick Foundation.
Hi, my name is Mike Zorick.
And this is Nancy Noble.
We are coming to you live from YouTube. This is the Nancy and Mike Show.
Yep.
And when I left, I was talking about the Phillies and the Mets. Now, I've been listening to different sports things, and the consensus of opinion was that the Phillies were going to be put the Mets away.
Oh, they did? The talk shows?
Yes. And so let's say, for example, if the Phillies won 2 out of 3 in that series, and the Mets would be 8 games out instead of 5 games out, which is what they are now. And the reason why they're not 4 games out is because Philly has won 2 in a row against Atlanta, and the Mets lost a game against the Florida Marlins. I don't know if the Mets will win the division. I predicted them to do so at the beginning of the year. I thought the Mets were better, and I thought the Mets were going to win the division. They still could. They got 4 more games at Philadelphia. And but here's what we're dealing with. If the playoffs were to start today, the Milwaukee would get a bye.
Yeah, they're really good.
And the Dodgers would get a bye. The
Yep.
top 2 seeds. There's
Yep.
only 6 teams in
They
baseball.
have some advantage.
I think there should be 8 teams and there should be no byes. But that's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the subject for the day.
Okay.
So we got 4 against 5, which is the Chicago Cubs, number 4, against the San Diego Padres. Now, because Chicago has a better record, that series would take place in Chicago. It'd be a best 2 out of 3.
That's good.
And all 3 games would be in Chicago. They don't have 2 out of 3. The home team hosts every game in the first round. Now, the other series would be the Mets, number 6, against the Phillies, number 3. Now, the Phillies have moved up to number 2 because the Dodgers lost yesterday to Arizona. So the Phillies would get the bye if the season were to end today. But we still got 30 more days to go. before the season ends on September 28th. And what the Phillies schedule, they have to go to LA.
Oh, forget
They
it.
have to play 4 with the Mets. They have Milwaukee.
Oh,
I just don't think
oh,
the
all the
Phillies
tough guys.
schedule is so vicious.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll beat the Dodgers out, even though they're 1 game ahead right now. And the series with the Dodgers is in LA. They won 2 out of 3 in Philadelphia, so they would have the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker is based on head-to-head competition. Now, if you're a Philadelphia fan, what are you rooting for? Well, I can tell you one thing.
What?
You don't want to play the Mets.
Or the Dodgers.
Well, you're going to get the Dodgers,
Oh, well.
but not in the first round.
Okay.
So here's what I know this because I'm a Philadelphia fan.
I know.
So what am I rooting for?
I know. What are you rooting for?
I look at the standings, and here's what I see. I see that the Mets are 2 games behind San Diego. So what am I rooting for? I'm rooting for the Mets to move up to number 5, have them go to Chicago, and have San Diego be number 6 and play the Phillies. I think San Diego's overrated. I think there's a possibility that that could happen. I'm not predicting that, but I know if we play the Mets, it's going to be 3 and out, even if it's in Philly. I remember what happened last year. It went 5 games, and 1 game was close. We won a close game, and the rest of the 4 we lost were total blowouts.
Right.
So I know we can't beat the Mets. Now, can we beat the Dodgers? In a 5-game series, 3 of them would be in LA. I don't know the answer to that. But then after that,
Yeah? Then what?
I would root for the Cubs to
Yeah.
beat Milwaukee.
I'm from Chicago. I like the Cubs.
Now, why would I root for the Cubs?
I don't know.
I love Nancy, but that's not the reason.
Thanks.
I'm rooting for the Cubs to go to the finals because, for whatever reason, Philly manages to beat the Cubs. It's a matchup I'm looking for. So,
Yep.
this is where we're going with this. And, you know, let's go to the American League.
Okay.
Now, I told you last week that I am no longer a Red Sox fan. I'm a Yankee fan.
Because you don't like the way the Red Sox
I don't like the way the Red Sox do business.
managing.
They're tankers, they're losers. And here's the deal with this.
Okay. What?
We're 2-8 against the Red Sox. My Yankees are.
2
Now,
wins and 8 losses?
yes. And we're ahead of
Whoa.
them in the standings.
Is that possible?
Well, because the Yankees play better against the other teams than they do
Oh.
with Boston. So if you're a Yankee fan,
You don't want Boston.
you don't want to play Boston in the first round.
Right.
Now, the Yankees are 3 games behind Toronto.
Yeah.
Now, they'll never catch Toronto because Toronto has a much easier schedule. Now, the Red Sox are 3.5 games behind Toronto, and the Red Sox got pounded by Pittsburgh last night. And Yankees are playing the White Sox. But we still got 3 more games with the Red Sox. And even if we lose those games, we'll be 2.5 games behind them. I don't expect the Yankees to get swept up. I think maybe even if Boston wins 2 out of 3, we'll still be a half a game behind. But when it looks like the Yankees are Boston's doormat. But that's not
true.
That's not going to continue. This is a unusual thing.
Unusual. Yes.
This is not something that happens every year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So the Yankees are going to go out and maybe they could. Yankees need pitching. Maybe they could go out and get a guy like Screwball because he will be a free agent. I call him Screwball,
Yeah, me too.
and he's for Detroit.
Yeah,
And if we could get Garrett Cole back and Screwball, that wouldn't be a bad 1-2 combination. And you know who the Red Sox going to dump? We know they're going to dump Alex Bregman.
Oh, I hope not. He's been doing good.
I know they don't.
They
have,
only got a 1-year
They
contract.
got one of these opt-out things.
Oh yeah, I know you don't like that.
That's a breach of contract.
Why can't people see that? It's common sense.
Well, the union in Scott Boros, they run baseball. The owners have no rights.
That's not right.
And if I was a general manager, there would be no opt-outs. Now, let's say you sign a free agent to a 4-year contract.
Okay.
And we'll say a guy like Alex Bregman. You sign him to a 4-year deal. So Bregman is playing there. And let's say somebody comes up from the minor league system, a third baseman. And he's doing real good. And Bregman starts to complain that he's not getting enough playing time because this other guy is that they didn't know about, is knocking the cover off the ball, and he's doing very well, and it's hurting Bregman with his play time. Of course, you could always have Bregman be the designated hitter. But here's what happens.
Okay.
You ask to be traded. Now, if you ask to be traded, then the team that has you has some rights regarding what to do with you.
Yeah.
But if you
can't give him to somebody that's their biggest rival.
If you tell him that it's okay if we'll sign you and you could breach your contract, there's no
punishment.
There's no way to reduce that.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't make sense.
So if Bregman decides he's going to breach his contract at the end of the year, there's nothing the Red Sox could do.
There's no guarantee.
Their hands are tied. There's no guarantee. That's why it's okay if you say, okay, give me a list of teams
that are doable
that you would like to be traded to.
Yeah, okay.
And Boston has that list, and they take that list, and let's say that Bregman mentions 4 teams. I'm just giving you a number here.
Okay, sure.
And out of those 4 teams that he's willing to play for, you check them out one by one. Now, which one of these 4 teams could give me the best deal? So, as long as Bregman doesn't care, he gives you 4 options, and you send them to one of those 4 options. You send them to the one where you could make the best deal,
a good trade
for yourself. And that way, that prevents stuff like that from happening.
I see.
And but the Red Sox are so dumb, and I can't root for a team that's so stupid.
Aww.
And they don't learn. You know, it's one thing if
1 minute
you make a mistake and you learn from that mistake. But if you never learn from that mistake and you keep making it over and over and over again, you'll never get better. It's a lost
We're going
cause.
to break this
Anyway,
Mike show. We'll be right back.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of the Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on the Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Author, radio show host, and coach John M. Hawkins reveals strategies to help gain perspective, build confidence, find clarity, achieve goals. John M. Hawkins' new book, Coached to Greatness: Unlock Your Full Potential with Limitless Growth, published by iUniverse. Hawkins reveals strategies to help readers accomplish more. He believes the book can coach them to greatness. Hawkins says that the best athletes get to the top of their sport with the help of coaches, mentors, and others. He shares guidance that helps readers reflect on what motivates them, rediscover and assess their core values, philosophies, and competencies, find settings that allow them to be the most productive, and track their progress towards accomplishing goals.
Hi, my name is Mike Zorick.
And this is Nancy Noble.
We are coming to you live from YouTube. This is a Nancy and Mike show.
Yeah.
And I am having a real difficult time with this. Not,
Yeah,
you know what
anything, so.
you know what it reminds me of?
What?
It's like going on a date with a girl and you don't have any clue where you stand. It gives you a terrible feeling. And thank God I didn't go through that many times when I was a teenager or even when I grew up, where you go out with her and no matter how many dates you have, you don't have a clue where you stand. That is, I've been through it. I don't like it. I've been through it one time, and that was one time too many. So anyway, but that's what I'm feeling like today.
Yeah, we're used to hearing from the engineer, and somehow this new computer, I can't hear anything.
So anyway,
we're here.
we're here. And now I'm going to talk about my health.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Okay.
we know, and I had serious bladder cancer that almost killed me.
Yep.
And
thank goodness we made it to the hospital in the nick of time.
And Tom and Diane, if they hadn't taken me to the hospital at 12:30 after midnight, I would not be talking to you right now.
I know.
And I told Nancy, I said, Cheddar's is going to be my last supper. So that's when she called Tom and Diane.
Yep.
Anyway, they saved my life. And the nurse indicated that.
Yes.
That people who drove you saved your life. If you waited till late in the morning, it would be too late. That's how close I was. But anyway, because now they got all the cancer out, the doctor got everything out, and now they want to make sure my cancer doesn't return.
Yes, they're giving him some kind of medicine to help his immune system.
Yeah, it's a form of chemotherapy,
but it's a little milder.
That I have to do once a week.
Yes.
And it's not really affecting me that much, except when I first get it, the first couple of days, it burns when I pee.
Yeah.
And it feels like the fire-breathing dragon's coming out of me. Anyway,
Not too bad.
not too bad.
Well, I think we have about 8 minutes.
So
of that,
anyway,
you know?
I could feel it a little bit, and but
But you're having more energy, I
I'm
think.
having more
Yes.
energy, and my urine's not bloody anymore. And man,
Yeah.
and the last time I went to the doctor, she said I was anemic. Now,
After all that, what you went through,
but then
and then they put all that water stuff in you. So,
Frederick said I was not anemic.
well, that was a while ago. That's a few months ago, right?
Yeah.
So,
So anyway, I'm still here. I'm still breathing, and Nancy's happy about it.
yes.
And
Every day I'm happy.
hopefully, she's not the only one that's happy about it. But anyway, uh, when I was in the hospital, I was in the hospital for 3 days, and they wouldn't let me eat anything. All right, so I went for like 52 hours without any food, and I came home from the hospital. I gained weight, for gosh sakes. How does that happen?
And they kept putting liquid in
Oh my golly.
nonstop liquid
Thought I
in
was
you.
going to blow up like a balloon. But anyway,
Well, they had to clean you out.
yeah, they had to clean me out. Tons and tons of blood clots.
Yeah,
But anyway, I feel better.
good.
And
And he's lost some weight.
yeah, uh,
100.
I was 198 and a fourth today, and only 84 and a fourth pounds overweight.
And I was 125 and 3/4.
Yeah. But yesterday we were a little less.
Yeah.
And we tried this experiment
Yeah.
meal,
Some
and
frozen meal didn't turn out good.
it didn't turn out
Oh,
good.
well,
But anyway, uh, other than that, when I was in the hospital, they wanted somebody to come over and give me some exercise.
yeah.
Because when you're on your back for
Not
3 days,
moving.
not moving,
Yeah.
and I tell you, when I came home from the hospital on June 27th, I could hardly walk. And it was a good thing Tom drove us home because he had to hold me up.
He's a strong guy.
He's a powerful, strong guy.
Yeah.
And he was able to hold me up. And boy, I'll never forget him saving my life. And I
No,
knew it.
no, I know it.
But anyway, that's where we are with that. And the guy came over and he gave me some, actually, they were more like leg lift exercises.
Get your legs back working good.
Get my legs back working good because they're not working good. And so that's where we're at with that. And I believe
Uh huh.
that Tuesday is going to be the last time. My insurance is paying for these exercise
Yeah.
sessions.
He's a really nice guy.
And I believe the next time will be our last time.
I do think so.
But we got the computer deal we had to deal with. I
Yes.
kept thinking I want to try to find a piano teacher, but there's always something that comes up that prevents me. So someone doesn't want me to take piano
No, you're
lessons.
gonna do it.
And then
You
I
get in
hear
better
a
shape.
piece on the classical channel. I say, oh, I'd love to learn that piece. And nothing happens. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe sooner or later. The latest rumor I heard is this:
What?
people are saying now that according to Revelation,
Uh huh.
which when I was a teenager, I always called the book of Revelation the book of justice. If you read the book of Revelation, you see there's a lot of justice in it. And
And I'm an artist, and I can't picture all this stuff they talk about. Whoa.
no, I know, but
Oof.
I know it as the book of justice. And what they say is there's going to be a loud trumpet, and the good people will be lifted from the earth to heaven. I don't
That
know.
sounds good.
I don't know what that was.
The rapture. That sounds good. Okay.
Anyway,
I'm interested.
I don't know what you're doing.
2 minutes.
But anyway,
For wrap up. It's
okay.
2 fingers. 2 minutes. I thought you knew that.
No, I don't know anything. Don't trust me with anything
Okay.
today. I'm not a happy camper today.
We are making progress.
Well,
and I figured out how to get on the computer. So,
And Nancy could give me the scores.
yes. Well, I tell you, 2 days without a computer, Mike was like,
And then they had this stupid thing on the baseball channel where they had guys sitting together. They really weren't watching the game, but they pretended that they were. There were no announcers. It was the stupidest thing you ever saw. And anyway,
for someone who can't see, sports announcers not announcing is not good.
and they do interviews during the
Yeah,
game,
you don't like
and
that.
these people, they don't care about anybody or anything, and that's what I say about them. They should be fired for failure to do their job. Anyway,
Well, it was nice being with you guys. I hope you got to hear the show, and we're going to end. 30 seconds. This is it. This has been the Nancy and Mike show, and we'll see you next week. Take care, guys.
This has been the Nancy and Mike Show. Tune in each week and become part of the conversation of the amazing journey of Nancy and Mike.